Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Razi Rantissi. I am the debate representative from SMA Negeri Palembang. I'll be one of the speakers today who will debate the proposition's point in today's motion of this House prefers that governments provide cash transfers instead of social goods. What does that mean? Well, this House prefers the government provide cash transfers instead of social goods mean that if I was the government, I will give those in need money instead of bansos. Things like food, free education, etc., etc. I am here to tell you why this is not really a good idea. I'm here going to tell you why is it still debated and why a good government would not do this. So let's say that I give money. I give money to those in need, those who are financially unstable in the city. Of course, yes, they can use that money, they can put that money to good use. Of course they can, because it's the city. In the city, you can buy many things. Many things are available, many things are there. You can go around and find what you want and what you need. But it's a different thing if you are in a rural area. Let's put me as a government official. Me as a politician, what I will do? Okay, I will give money to those in need somewhere in the jungle in Java island, let's say, something like that as an example. I go through those vines, cut them, put the tires off the mud, and then I finally get to the village. And then I said to them, you guys look really lonely and look very sad. Here's 1 billion rupiah for all of you. Let's just be realistic here, okay? Maybe more or less money. And then this is the thing that I predict they will ask me. What now? What are we going to use this money for? What are we going to do with it? We don't need this because we are in the jungle. We don't really want anything. Yeah, we just want education. Why did I say that they want education? The thing is that what would be better is if they just relocate them to the city. Why? Because the money is useless in the jungle. Yes, maybe let's say they have a market or two, but that's it. They have a market to buy what they need. But the thing is that that's not money that they need. They will stay like that with that money. They will not help them. And then when you say that, yes, it will help them, the money will help them to buy education. Well, if the money will help them to buy education, then why not make education free for them? Why not make education free for them? Because one man said, a very let's say influential man said that everybody deserves education, including criminals. So if criminals in the slammer get rehabilitation, get teachings from the guards, why can't people who are socially and financially unstable can't have them? It'll be a lot better to relocate them to the city and then give them the money because they can actually put it to good use. But if you just give them the money, it will not do anything to them. And then you also say that in a good government, they won't work. But you didn't specify why it won't work. Because as far as I know, that in a good government, they would pick the latter, which is they would pick bansos and free education. Because it is mentioned in the motion, free education. Free education is a lot better. Because in life, if you are educated, then 90% of everybody, even though 90% of everybody is richer than you, you have won in life. You know how to live. You've won mentally before everybody else can fight the war. That's how. Because education is the top priority. Because nobody can get out of their slums if they don't know anything enough. Just give them free education. Just give them food. Just give them a sustainable place to live instead of money, where they can't even buy a house or maybe even afford education because education is not free. And then you say, a gap. Again, okay, fine. Big gap, rich guy, not rich guy, this guy wins, this guy doesn't win because this guy doesn't have any money. But let's say like that. That can only be solved by the system, not us. We can't solve that. The government can only solve that. Why? Because in Singapore, countries like Singapore and Japan and many other countries that are highly developed, they use the system of meritocracy, where they undermine those who, oh, you're richer than me, oh, you're the son of a government official, we do not care. You're put in the same level as the son of a woodworker. Let's say I'm the son of a woodworker and there's a guy who's the son of a government official. We would be put in the same school because I am smart like him, even though he has some privilege. And if he loses and fumbles and I'm better than him, it would still be like that. He would go down a rank and I will go up. Because that gap can only be solved by the system of merit. But there could be a tyranny. But it can only be solved by the system of merit. And so I think that that's not really such a good argument to present. And it was also, but it was also a pretty good argument, respectfully, by the team of proposition. This is all that I could say. I thank you for listening, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.